I'm Paul Stephen. I'm a long-term professor at the law school. My new book is called The World Crisis in International Law, The Knowledge Economy and the Battle for the Future. It's being published by Cambridge University Press. The biggest takeaway is the 1990s have left the building and aren't coming back. That our optimism at the end of the Cold War, our faith in international institutions as a way of managing a concert of nations with the United States taking the lead, of the universal acceptance of the values of liberal democracy, of economic liberty, and the other aspirations of the 90s have failed. And we have to understand why they have failed and how we can adjust and still live flourishing lives in this complex global system. If current trends continue, we have a lot to worry about. I handed in the manuscript before the war in Ukraine started, but I identified three security risks currently on the horizon. One was the Russia-Ukraine conflict. The second is the future of Taiwan and whether China will resolve that through use of force. And third is the Iranian acquisition of nuclear weapons, which I regard as inevitable and a grave security threat. So those are illustrations of conventional, old school risk of war and the terrors that that provides. But I also look at the way societies are around the world, not just in the rich West, are finding it harder and harder to find a common ground. I look at global warming, which we don't seem to have any clear effective responses to as a challenge. I look at the cost of dismantling the global economy through onshoring and other mechanisms like that. And I look at all the nightmare scenarios that our accomplishments in cyberspace give us, from greater uses of disinformation to destroy social trust to surveillance. When the Arab Spring happened in 2011, people thought this was the realization of cyber as a way of bottom-up resistance to authoritarian government. But what we learned from the Arab Spring, as well as China's accomplishments, is that cyber is an effective top-down way of controlling unrest and dissent.